What's up, yogis? Welcome back. This is Marissa with Moonbeams Yoga, and this is the final video, number 3 in the 3-part series for beginners with an emphasis on hips and hamstrings. In the past 2 videos, I had some blocks here, so if you've been watching along, then you know how to use the blocks for a lot of these poses that we're going to be doing. And if not, just experiment without them. You can always come to fingertips, use a knee, or improvise in any way that you want. And if you haven't already, please like and subscribe to my channel and let me know what other videos you guys would like to see. All right, take a deep breath in and let's begin. All right, so continuing with same theme that we've been doing, starting in a child's pose, knees out, toes come together. Let your head drop down to the mat. You can come up onto your fingertips. Take another round of really deep breath. And when you're ready, slowly come up into your tabletop position. And we'll take some rounds of cat-cow here right away. Inhale, gaze up. Exhale, round. Take a few more like that. And we're going to take a few more breaths to kind of take any movement that you want in your cat-cow. Maybe you send your hips right to left. Perhaps you make some circles with your head and your hips. And when you're ready, this is your home practice, so take as long as you want today. Meet me back in a tabletop position. Tuck your toes, downward facing dog. Keep your hips pulling back. Your heels working towards the mat, even if they're not touching. Bring the weight into your fingertips. Maybe you experiment with bringing the balls of your hands off the mat for a second, just so you can really feel this fingertip engagement. Let your head drop away from your shoulders. Gaze at your knees or belly button. Take a deep breath in. Full exhale, sigh it out. And slowly walk your feet forward. Come to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Knees can be bent. And exhale, fall over your legs. Okay, grab for opposite elbows and just let yourself sway here. Your knees can be super bent. Maybe you shake your head no, and then yes. And just take a few more really slow, long breaths here. Let's really let you sink into this pose. Maybe you slowly start to straighten out your legs. Inhale, slowly come up, knees can stay bent. Hands come up overhead. And exhale, hands come to heart center. Walk your feet together. Feel yourself grounding into your feet. Inner thighs pull together. Exhale, let them drop down your back. Middle fingers pull towards the floor. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, come back into your plank pose. Lower your knees down. Come all the way down onto your belly. Inhale, cobra pose. Exhale, forehead comes down. And push yourself back into tabletop. Move through into your downward facing dog. Coming into a little bit of a modified Surya Namaskar A, Sun A series, just to get your body warm, nice simple movements. Take a big exhale. And come forward, step, halfway lift on that same inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, hands at heart center. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, fall forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plant your feet back. Can come down onto your knees or just lower halfway down. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a few breaths here. Feel free to sigh it out. Full exhale. Inhale, gaze to the top. Step, halfway lift, one more round. Fall forward. Inhale all the way up. Heart center. Inhale, gaze up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, feet come back. Lower it down halfway. Elbows stay in towards your ribs. Inhale, push up, upward facing dog. Toes are untucked, knees off your mat. And downward facing dog. Push your hips back. Try not to snake it up. Try and use your abdominal muscles. Go as slow as you need. Modify as you need. Come into child's pose as you want. Gaze at your kneecaps. Big inhale, come onto your toes. Exhale, push down into your heels. Feel your hips pull back. And come down onto your knees into your tabletop position. Let's take a cat-cow just to ring it out. Great job, guys. And round. Roll out your shoulders. Send your hips right to left. Really shake out those sunnies before we get into the next section. Feel your body super warm now. Gaze down between your hands. Inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale right away. Right leg comes all the way up this time. We've been pulling your heel towards the back wall. And this time, lift your foot a little bit higher up than you have been. Exhale, plant your foot through. We've been coming into your low lunge with your back knee down. This time, let's stay up for crescent lunge. Stay up on your back toes tall this time. Still pushing down through your front heel. Lifting up on your back toes. Take an inhale. And exhale, extended pyramid. Remember we had our blocks right here or on our fingertips. This time, let's try and airplane the arms. Can always come down onto your blocks or your fingertips like you have been. But if you feel like you're good with that, want to move on, just try this flying arm variation and breathe. Still gazing at your big toe. On your next inhale, left hand comes down, right hand comes up. And coming into our side angle, remember you can have the block or rest your elbow on your front knee, roll your back foot down. I'm going to come into full side angle so you can see what the next step is without a block or your elbow. Hand coming down on the outside of your foot. It can be on your fingertips or all the way down onto your palm. Gaze up past your extended arm and breathe. Just keep breathing. Just keep breathing, just keep breathing. What do? We breathe, breathe. Always breathing. Even if you're just in child's pose the whole practice, focusing on your breath, you're doing yoga. Take a deep breath in. Great job, guys. Extend your front leg. Adding this on, coming into reverse triangle pose. Gaze up at your right arm. And exhale all the way down to the ground. Great job. Come back into downward facing dog. I know that was hard. We've been building up to this. Sigh it out. Now we're starting to see why downward facing dog is considered a resting pose. At first, that makes no sense. But after we start bringing in all these hard flows, you start to be relieved when we make it back to downward facing dog. Find some stillness. And inhale, left leg comes all the way up this time. And bring your foot all the way through. Instead of our low lunge, coming into crescent lunge. You can scoot your back foot back so that you're nice and high on those back toes. And rise up. And extend your front leg. Can always have your blocks right here or your fingertips. If you're ready, come into those airplane arms. Still pulling the crown of your head forward, left hip back. Can always shorten your stance here or lower your back heel down if you need. Take one more big breath in and lower your right hand down, left hand up. Twisted pyramid. Always have that little bit of smile on your face, a little bit of playfulness. It'll make the poses easier, I promise. One more inhale, shine your chest towards the ceiling. And exhale, bend your front knee. Back heel plants down. Left hand plants outside your foot, full side angle. Remember, you can always be up on your elbow here. Follow your flow. Listen to your body. I'm just showing you where you can go, not where you have to go. Listen to yourself, honor yourself, and breathe. Big breath in. Full exhale. Inhale, straighten your front leg. Reverse triangle, straight legs. Left arm pulls up and back. Feel that stretch on the left side of your body. And exhale, cartwheel your hands down. Downward facing dog. Great, great job. You've made it this far. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale, let it go. And bring it down into your tabletop position. Let's take some more of those cat-cows to bring it out. Inhale, gaze up. Exhale, round it out. Inhale, rise. Exhale, get it out. And this time, you're going to stay up on your back toes and just sit back on them. We're going to take a little body side stretch here. So right hand plants down on the ground, left hand comes up, and just see your arm over, just like a C shape. Feel this nice stretch in the left side of your body, and just take a few breaths here. Getting a toe stretch and a side stretch at the same time. Come back up through center. And left hand down, right hand extends over. And coming back through center, hands at heart center, one breath. And plant your hands back down, back into your tabletop position. And when you're ready, when you've made it here, tuck your toes again. Maybe you roll your ankles out first. Give them a little pat. And then when you're ready and your toes feel good, give them another tuck and come up into downward facing dog. You've made it this far in the series. Just a couple things left on each side, and then we're going to start to wind down. Give yourself a congratulations for making it this far, and really stick with us through the end. Take a big breath in. Full exhale. Inhale, right leg comes up. Exhale, plant it through. A little bit shorter stance this time. I'm going to bring your back heel down. We're coming into that same extended pyramid, but with a little bit of a shorter stance. You can use your blocks here. That's totally fine. Take an inhale, send your head forward, and fall over your front leg. We're just going to hang out here for a little bit longer. A more yin-like posture. So we're not moving through it as quickly. We're just going to allow ourselves to hang out and really sink into the pose. And breathe. Take another breath in. Full exhale, sigh it out. And this time you can pop up your back foot. Gonna come down onto your knee, straighten your front leg, pop those toes up, and we're gonna come into a little bit of a half split here. So your pose should look like this. Send your weight forward, right hip back on your inhale. Exhale, fall forward, getting super into the back of your legs, your hamstrings. Can always use your blocks here onto your hands, eventually coming down onto your forearms. It's where your practice is heading. And come forward onto your front foot into a low lunge. You're gonna bring both of your hands on the inside of your right foot. So now we're in this supported low runner's lunge, kind of like a lizard pose. So you can either stay here, you can come down onto your forearms, or have blocks right here as well. Come down onto some blocks and just breathe. If you want more out of this pose, you can always let your knee fall over to the right and you'll feel it a little bit more in your outer hip. Wherever you are, wherever you've landed, just breathe and allow yourself to sink in. And slowly come back up onto your hands. And you're going to send your right foot back. Bring it around town. Coming back into your tabletop position. One round of cat-cow. Inhale, gaze up. Exhale, round. Inhale, neutral. Exhale, downward facing dog. Hang out here. Take one round of breath. Big inhale. Sigh it out. Left foot comes up. Exhale, bring it through. Shorter stance. Walk your back foot forward a bit. Roll your heel down, coming into that pyramid pose, a little bit shorter stance than we've been doing. Inhale, bring your head forward. You can use blocks here if you need. Exhale, fall over your front leg. Notice my back heel is off the ground. It's totally okay if your back heel is off the ground in your warrior one, this position, downward facing dog. Just feel it pulling and working towards the ground at least. Sigh it out as you need. And when you're ready, lower your back knee down to the mat, untuck your toes, straighten your front leg, walk your foot forward if you need, pop your toes up, half split. You can try and flex your foot as much as you can, pull your toes back towards your face. And when you're ready, bend into your front knee, coming into that low lunge. Bring both of your hands inside your left foot for lizard pose. You can stay here. Inhale, puff up your chest, and then exhale. Come down onto your forearms. Use blocks here, or feel free to stay up on your hands. Find what feels good in your body. You can allow your left knee to splay open, rolling out onto that edge of your foot there. And just play around with where you're at in your body today. This side might be different than the other side. It probably for sure is. So just listen to your body and honor what it's telling you on this side. And exhale away any tension that's coming up. Let yourself sink deeper. Become still. Breathe. And slowly come up onto your hands when you're ready. And bring it around town, as I like to say. Bring your foot all the way to the back, meet in a tabletop position. Last round of cat-cow. Inhale, gaze up. Tuck your toes. Downward facing dog. Sigh it out. Inhale, right leg comes up just as the transition. Bring it all the way through. Both feet go towards the right. We're coming into that prasaritas. Wide leg forward fold. Take a big inhale. Send your head forward. Exhale. Let go. Shake your hips from right to left. Use your blocks here. If you want, you can always be up on blocks. Still moving your hips right to left. If you feel good, like your hands can come down to the mat, let's play around with some Skandasana. So in Skandasana, I'm just going to sit into, let's do right leg first. So sit into your right leg. Left foot is going to pop up off of the mat. And we can just sit here in prayer pose. Hang out for a few breaths. Can always be sitting on a block right here if you want. That's always possible. Can always improvise and modify with blocks. It's just like bringing the ground up to your body to support you. And crawl your hands over, switch to the other side. Pop up your right foot. Your back heel, or this heel on your left side, can be off the mat a little bit. That's totally okay. Everyone's body's different. Everybody's going to have different points of contact with the mat. It's going to look slightly different. So just, once again, find what works for your body. Today, on this side, it's ever changing. So just find what works right now, and then become still without judging it, without labeling it as right or wrong, good or bad. Just sit with it and breathe. And slowly walk your hands back. We're going to take a few dancing Skandasana. So just go right to left, right, left, right, left. One more on each side. And back to center. One more inhale. Exhale, fall down completely. And when you're ready, just come to sit back onto your bum. Maybe you plant your hands behind you and just take a straddle. Coming into your straddle, let's play around with both sides. So inhale, lift your hands up. Right hand comes down to the mat. Left arm reaches over in that same C shape that we were playing with earlier. Inhale, back up. Exhale, other side. All the way back up. Hands at heart center. You can use your hands to bring your feet in. We're going to come into a butterfly pose, kind of continue on with this inner groin middle split stretch. So the further your feet out are away from you, the easier this will be. So kind of just play around with what feels good in your body today. I like to grab onto my big toes, take an inhale, straighten your spine, and exhale, fall forward. One more deep round of breath in. Full exhale. Slowly walk yourself up. And you're going to bring your feet into that same position that we were in last time, with the soles of your feet on the ground, knees bent. And we're going to do our nice twisting action. Left hand plants behind, right elbow outside. And twist and breathe. Exhale away any other thoughts that are coming up. Really choose to stick with these last few minutes of practice. If you've been with me for all 3 videos, just know that you're coming to the end of an accomplishment. And just really savor these last few minutes of practice. And give yourself some gratitude for making it to your mat for all 3 of these practices. Come back up through center. Exhale, other side. Inhale, back up through heart center. And exhale, bow forward. You can grab for your ankles. Let your forehead come to your knees. Give yourself some love. Slowly roll up. Remember this one. Shine your heart up. Inhale. And keep breathing deeply. Let your neck roll around. And when you're ready, make your way onto your back. Bring your knees into your chest. And let your knees drop over to the left, arms open up, gaze to the right. Inhale, come back through center. And then knees drop over to the right, gaze to the left. Inhale, back through center. Give yourself a nice big hug. And come into happy baby. Grab for the outside of your feet. Rock from right to left. Little smile comes onto your face. Give yourself some joy and gratitude for making it to your mat. Full exhale. And when you're ready, bring the soles of your feet together. Let them come down to your mat. We're going to come into Supta Baddha Konasana, reclined butterfly pose. Feel this final stretch in your inner thighs. Feeling how much open how much more open space there is in your hamstrings, your hips, really everywhere in your legs. By opening up your hips and legs, you can relieve some lower back pain. Everything in your body is connected. So just allow yourself to feel this sense of healing over your entire body. And send yourself some nice, healing, loving breaths. Feel your body start to vibrate with warm, fuzzy energy. Breathe in hope and happiness. Breathe in love. And slowly, when you're ready, let your legs extend out long and come into your final Shavasana. Exhale away any thoughts that are coming up about what you're going to do next with your day. Let them go for just a few moments and sink into the sensations of your body. Relax the muscles in your face, relax your forehead, let your eyebrows separate. Let your jaw go, let your shoulders and neck become heavy. Let your arms and legs completely release. Feel your fingers and toes tingle as you can feel the blood pumping through them. You're so still. Feeling your body now in this present moment. Take a few more slow rounds of breath. Keep your eyeballs totally steady inside of your eyelids. Hold your breath at the top. Experience complete and utter stillness for a moment. And exhale. When you're ready, bring your knees into your chest. And you can slowly take a few rocks up into your seated position. Close your eyes. Bring your hands to heart center. Feel yourself bringing love into your heart center. Push into your sternum. Feel that connection with yourself. Hands come to your third eye, gaze up. Feel yourself sending love into your thoughts, mind, and actions. Hands come all the way up. Send this love out to the world that we've been cultivating over the last 3 practices. And exhale, bow down, give gratitude to yourself for all that you've done so far. Namaste, yogis. Thank you so much for joining me in these 3 practices. Please let me know what else you would like to see. I'd love to help you in any way possible, and send me a comment down below. I'll try to respond to all of them with any questions that you have. Again, thank you so much. Please like and subscribe to my channel and let me know what other videos you would like. Namaste again, sending you love as always.